Alright, so I want to talk about question 4 and the solution and maybe some interesting comments, okay? So this is, if you understand the question, so the sun goes first. So let's say the sun does so the sun has 300 grams, right, of cheese. And let's say he just cuts it into 4 slices, so like 100, 50, 50, and then 100 again, okay? So he does that, right? And then what the mother does is the mother sets up the plates, and she has a total of 280 grams of cheese, right? Yeah. Okay. So for example, she could put like 100 grams here, okay? And then obviously if she puts 100 grams here, she has to put 180 in the other one, right? And now it's the sun's turn, and he's like, okay, I need to try to beat that. So what can I do? I can put
the sun goes first.
The sun. No, the sun goes first in dividing the 4 pieces. Yeah. Okay.
The mother can just do like 110 or 170.
Yeah, so I guess the goes is not very defined. So he does something first. He doesn't do the plates first. Okay, and then finally, so then the sun has to try to beat her, right? So for example, he could put so you could take the 100 and the 100 and make this 200 here, right? And then take the 50s and make this 100 here. So the sun wins if each plate is not less. So if it's equal, the sun still wins. Alright, so but it has to be not less on both. Yeah. So in this case, the sun wins. Yeah. But maybe the mother plays.
110 or 170.
So maybe the mother plays, let's say, Daniel suggests 110 and 170, right? Okay, now you can't cover the 110 with a single. You can't do it with the 250s anymore, right? So can you see here how, if the sun can win or not? So here to beat the 170, you pretty much have to go to 200 or 250, right? So I guess that's the problem, because if you go to 250, there's only 50 left, right? If you go to 200, there's only 100 left. You can't win both. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. So there's some interesting. There was actually one interesting idea for this problem. Like, if someone said, okay, well the mother always wins. Okay. And how does the mother win? Well, let's suppose the sun cuts it into 4 slices, A, B, C, and D, right? And the A is the biggest slice, the B is the biggest slice, and C is the next biggest slice. Okay. And then they say, okay, well if that's the case, right, the mother can just put a little bit more than the 3 most heaviest slices. So you do A plus B plus C, and then you plus like a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, if that happens, okay, then the sun can't use the 3 slices here to win, right? Because it's a little bit more than that. So the sun has to put all four slices to beat her, okay? So the sun goes A plus B plus C plus D, and then the sun will have nothing left for this one, yeah? So then the mother will also win this one. Does that make sense? Okay, so the question is, what's wrong with that argument?
Because the mother could technically just run out.
Huh?
The mother could just run out. Because if you're doing like A plus B plus C plus 1, right?
Yeah.
A plus B plus C is already 280, so she runs out.
Yeah, so the A plus B plus C could already be more than 280, right? So that's one problem, because...
No, but I thought also that means that D would have to be really big for the count to persist.
Yeah.
Only 20. D is 20, that's the point. 80.
Yeah, so I guess the main thing that's wrong with this is actually a good idea, okay? The main thing that's wrong though is the mother might not have enough cheese to cover the actual A plus B plus C, yeah? Because the son has 20 grams more cheese than her. The 3 heaviest ones could already weigh more than 280.
Got it.
Does that make sense? Okay. Now, there's one interesting thing though. So the son has 300 and the mother only has 280, right? So if the son can somehow get 4 pieces so that he always wins by less than or equal to 20, yeah? Because if he wins by less than or equal to 20, yeah, then he's going to have enough left over to beat the mother on the other plate as well. Does that make sense? So for example, if the mother puts like, 50 here and 230 here, like if he can beat the 50 by less than 20, then, so it's like, say like 70, yeah, then the difference that's left over will be enough to at least tie this, yeah, so here's 230. Okay, but the problem is if you beat it by more than 20, then you'll lose on this one no matter what, okay, and nice, if you beat it by less than or equal to 20, you'll win on this one no matter what, okay. So if the son wants to win, he just needs to be able to fit 4 slices to get every 20, increment of 20, okay? So, for example, see, how do you get the first increment of 20? Well, you may as well just get 20 as one of your slices, right? And then, if you want to get to 40, you could add another 20, which it's not good to have too many of the same because they give you less combinations. You could have a 40 directly to get the 40, and then you automatically have the 60. Okay. So to get an 80, you could have another 40 or another 60, but you put 80. Okay, and then once you got 80, you got 100 as well, and you also got 120. Right? And you don't actually have any choice after you get 60 because it has to add up to 300, right? So if the son picks these slices, okay, then no matter what the mom does, the son can just get a combination of these to beat the mom by less than or equal to 20. That makes sense?
I should play this game with my mom. We should bet money.
Okay.
And I'll win every time.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, so obviously if the mom is less than or equal to less than 20 or equal to 20, the son just puts the 20. If the mom is between 20 and 40, the son just puts the 40. If the mom is between 40 and 60, then you just put 20 plus 40. If she's between 60 and 80, you just put the 80. And if she's between 80 and 100, you can put 80 plus 20 is 100. And if it's between 100 and 120, you put 80 and 40. Okay, and then if it's between 120 and 140, you can put all 3 of these and get 140. And then because there's only 2 plates, you don't have to go past 140 because if one of them's heavier than 140, the other one has to be lighter than 140. That makes sense? Okay. Alright, so that's that. Does anyone have questions about that? Yeah, so it turns out the son wins, okay? And you win by having every increment of 20 grams covered. Alright?